What a tool. I honestly would never have picked this guy up if I hadn't found him for $5.68 Canadian on a third-party vendor on Amazon. When you find a transformer that normally goes for $29.99 Canadian for $5, your first thought is, this is probably a scam. I didn't know what I was going to get. Was I going to get anything at all? Was it even going to be a Wheeljack figure? Was it going to be new in box? It was. The box art is actually really nice, especially compared to Cliff Jumpers, which is a lot more blockier and darker, so you don't see a lot of the detail, whereas Wheeljack's is much lighter, especially if you look at like the feet and leg area. You see a lot more detail, which I appreciate. There's something about this head sculpt that just doesn't do it for me. It's lacking something. I feel there's just maybe overall detail. It just seems a little on the soft side. Maybe. Whatever it is, it just doesn't do it for me. In his robot mode, he has 6 visible pins on the front, and that just bothers me. They stand out to me, and I prefer to see as few of them as possible. The wing on the back that folds out to be this really nice silver detail behind his shoulders is a really nice touch. I just wish they hadn't done the L and R on the inside. The back piece also prohibits the arms from moving as freely as you'd like. Taking a gander below the belt, things start to look a little on the hollow side. The hands don't work that great in the car mode because they don't match the rest of the car. And then it just gets worse when you get to robot mode because you can't see his hands. The accessory, it's such a sad little gun, especially when you compare it to the others. Although Sideswipe's gun honestly just looks like a tube and a tube with a cone on it for guns, but still, it feels like there's more to it than what you get with this. It's just, ugh. That being said, I think the gun mode actually works better in the alt mode on the car. The size of it actually is a little more complementary to the overall design, whereas with the other cars you kind of have an overkill of accessories at that point. Looks like some Death Race 2000 stuff going on. On this one, it's a little more subtle, and I think that suits it well. So I'm not really digging it, but how's the transformation? It's actually fairly easy, but a special note, 4 pieces came off of this toy when I was trying to do the transformation, including half of its limbs. Just way too easily. The other 2 parts that fall off are these 2 little bottom pieces of the windshield. Again, way too loose and come off way too easily. What about the car? It looks like he just came fresh off of Le Mans. I love sports cars, and I love what this was trying to do with that sports car look. I do appreciate it. I do like that they did put a little bit of color on the wheels, although they don't really match any other color on the rest of the car. I'm not a fan of how the side panels don't match. I don't like how the windshield is broken up into multiple pieces, and this front part, the bumper, has a gap all the way around it. Really don't like that. I do like that they have a visible Autobot insignia in the alt mode, although with the gun on, kind of makes it hard to see. After I looked at the decals, I started getting this funny feeling that this guy might be the most intense bestie of the Transformers, what with all of his bros' names decaled on his body forever. It's a little much. It's a little intense, I think. It takes a special sort of character to tattoo your own name on yourself, and twice at that. I do like the design of the car. I just wish it had been stronger overall. I guess I'm happy that I got a Wheeljack, but honestly I feel like this is one of the weaker versions. Would I pay full price for this? Hell no! And the more you play with it, the more you see how much better it's going to be in future iterations and uses of this mold. Is it my favorite car? No, probably my least favorite. Is it my favorite robot? No, also probably one of my least favorite. Does it have one of my favorite transformations? You see where I'm going with this. The biggest thrill I got from this toy was just receiving it. I honestly thought it was a scam. So a great deal on a figure I could have done without.
And up next, we got more Cars with Blue Streak. Thanks for watching.